With 1 in 5 house sales nationally falling through for one reason or another, wouldn't it be great if we could offer you a little bit more security? Today I'm here to talk to you about reservation agreements. The problem with the English system of buying a house or selling a house is the buyer can pull out at any stage, as can you, the seller, up until exchange with no recourse whatsoever. Wouldn't it be great if there was something in place which could tie the buyer in a little bit more solidly to stop those silly fall-throughs happening because maybe the buyer just changed their mind? Wouldn't it also be great if we could stop things like gazundering or gazumping? Gazundering is where a buyer offers on a property, it gets accepted, and then 2 weeks, 2 months later, they change their mind and they want to reduce the price by £10,000 simply because they want to, or maybe a house around the corner has gone up cheaper. Wouldn't it be great if we could stop this happening? I'm going to hand you over to Brian now, who can explain reservations a bit more professionally than I can. If there is any questions, or if you'd like to get one of these sorted, feel free to comment below.
I'm Brian, co-founder and CEO of Gazeel, and we have the solution to stop gazumping and gazundering. Our aim and mission is to create a one-of-a-kind service for people that are buying and selling a home to do so with much less risk, more transparency, more certainty, and best of all, in the time frame that suits them. The problem is, every single year, 30% of property sales collapse. That's over 300,000 transactions that don't make it, affecting the lives of many people. Sellers and buyers use Gazeel to show each other that they are both fully committed to the deal from the very, very start. This good behaviour is guaranteed by us so that vulnerable buyers and sellers don't have to worry about gazumping or being gazundered, which of course currently is totally legal. Now, Gazeel helps everybody in the deal. Clearly it helps the seller and the buyer, but it also helps the estate agent put together the deal at the very beginning with much more trust. It also therefore can help the mortgage companies if they're lending money, and also the conveyancers who will be acting for the buyer and seller. Everybody benefits from working with Gazeel. So how does it work? Gazeel helps sellers prepare key legal information about their property right from the very start. This information is then shared with the estate agent, who can pass it on to buyers before they make an offer on the property, so they get much more of an education about what they're going to buy. This information can also then be shared with the conveyancers and any other parties involved in the transaction right at the beginning. A lot more transparency for everybody, and of course it saves a lot of time. Next, both parties agree on what level of guarantee they'd like to make to each other with their commitment, and this gets rid of old-fashioned holding deposits, which can cost thousands of pounds. Our aim is to future-proof the market by leading from the front. If a property sale collapses, it can cause significant amount of time and money for the parties involved to come back to the market again. So the great thing is the power is now in our hands to make this change. But don't just take our word for it. We have had consistent 5-star Google reviews. We've been nominated for multiple awards. In fact, we've actually won previously the PropTech Company of the Year award, but crucially, we are an approved Law Society provider. Join us on this journey and help us transform the property market and bring trust back into the picture.